like a... God, I can't remember how old I was back then. But yeah, I'm really excited for MKX, and I cannot wait. Fantastic fighting series, and I'm not the biggest fighting fan. I mean, Mortal Kombat and Injustice were the and Capcom and vs Marvel, or Marvel vs Capcom. They're the only fighting games I can play and go, this is awesome. Oh, and Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was great too. I've recently got into the Killer Instinct, the demo, and I kind of want to buy it, but I gotta wait because I haven't got a job or anything, so I gotta save the money I get for the things I truly want. But yeah, those games are great. I mean, I did used to play like Tekken a while ago, when I was a kid, and you got like the PlayStation Tekken demo. I remember playing that, and I even bought it was on special. It was like on special sale. I bought Street Fighter 4. I returned it the same day. I don't know. I was coming off Injustice and like, oh man, the gameplay just felt different to me. It didn't feel right. I mean, I should have given it more time, but it just wasn't the fighting. It wasn't my type of fighting game. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was a bit fun, but it just because I like my fighting games, especially now with like Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice being so good with story. Um, I went into the game like, okay, well, how's the story? And there was no real story. There was just like anime cutscenes, which I thought was great, and that was it. And I was just like, oh. The gameplay was fun, a bit hard at times, and it was something you had to get used to. But I was like, okay. So I returned it back, and yeah. I mean, maybe one day down the line, if I see it again, like a really good edition, I might get it. But yeah, it just wasn't my type of fighting game. Combat, Injustice, and even though it was very similar, the fighting game to Marvel vs. Capcom and the other, because I bought a Marvel vs. Capcom on Xbox Live Arcade, and it was Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and it was another one which was just a full-on Marvel fighting game. So yeah, I can't remember what it was though. It was some fighting game. You get to be Thanos with the Thinny Gauntlet, so that was cool. I'll talk about a few more things like Mortal Kombat as a whole, and by that I mean it was so different. Mortal Kombat was not condemned, well condemned by the parents, but when it first came out, everybody just went, the violence is, what is this game? I don't want my kids playing it because of the violence and all that. And I can understand that. I can understand that. But then when we kids got a hold of it, we were just like, this is great because the violence was great. I remember playing Shadow Monks was my favorite. Shadow Monks was great because it was playing 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 2, and it was just so much fun. It was like the best adventure game I played on the Xbox, the original Xbox. One of the best adventure games I've ever played on that console. And I hope to God they do a sequel. They were gonna do a sequel, but Midway had the conflict with their money, and yeah, they should close down, and they made NetherRealm, and hopefully one day NetherRealm goes, hey, we're gonna make Shadow Monks too. Because to me, if they do a sequel to Injustice, another Mortal Kombat, which they will, and Shadow Monks, that they should do that. I heard a quote. This is a quote from someone called TMK. He's an Australian who loves Mortal Kombat. Today he did a stream about what he's going to do, he's really excited for it. And someone's like, do you think they'll do another Injustice after this? And he's like, I don't want them to, because even though Injustice was a good game, if they make another Injustice, we gotta wait like 4 or 5 years for the next Mortal Kombat, and I don't want that. And I agree and disagree with him, because I'm a massive DC fan. I love Injustice. Injustice is one of the best fighting games and one of the best games to show off a universe. You know, the story was great, the gameplay was great, the characters were who they were. The characters were who they should be. None of this New 52 crap. And waiting 4 or 5 years for another Mortal Kombat, I don't want that. It's like, I want another Injustice, but also want another Mortal Kombat. You can't have both. So I do hope that they do an Injustice 2 after this, which they might. Ed Boon and everybody there is a big fan of DC, and did a great job. I mean, they made their comic books from that tells the before story of Injustice is amazing, and I would suggest that everybody should pick them up. Every year has been amazing, and there's about, I think, 2 more years left. They're up to the 4th year, but I don't know if the 5th year is going to be the game, because the game takes place 5 years after the accident that happens in the first comic book. I don't know if the 5th year is the story of the game, or if it's they had the 4th year, then they had the 5th year, and then that's it. Because in Convergence is what DC is doing. They go after the game, what happens after the game. They show what happens to that Superman and all that and those people. So it's weird, and they could definitely do it in just a sequel. But yeah, how do I get from Mortal Kombat to Injustice? Why not? Well, they were made with the same people, so yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat X. It looks so great. The variations, the fatalities, the brutalities, the story. Not too excited about there being only 13 stages because I'm just so used to like they had a lot more stages in the other games, and 13 seems a bit wonky. But there might be more unlockables. They might give you DLC with the characters. I will get the characters, so give me those characters. Tanya, Predator, Jason, yes, Jason and Predator. Oh my god, that's gonna be great. Can't wait to play them. Hopefully they got gory fatalities, which I'm sure they will. And even Tremor, which I actually never knew about, and he looks awesome. So I'll give him a go. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna say this: Mortal Kombat looks great. Can't wait to play it. It comes out in a day and a half, basically from now. It's like 4:40 p.m. here, so 12. Yeah, about a day and a half until it comes out. I intend to get up at like 9:30 and head all the way down to my EB Games. Got it pre-ordered, paid off, head back. And I said to my parents, "Don't come in, don't do anything. This is my time. No jobs, no nothing. Just leave me in my room for the day, and that's it." Anyway, that's me. Rock on, you thrashy, beautiful bastards. Autistic Aussie Viking out.
Wins. Fatality.